welcome back for another video. I'm Jess and I'm one of the creative designers here at Sizzix. Today I want to share with you a kind of how-to guide of how to construct this gorgeous celebration gift box. So this is a brand new die for Chapter 1 2022 and I wanted to show you guys how you piece it all together and some tips and tricks of how to get some of our clean fold lines and also how to keep it constructed better and how to even add on this little bow. And I've even used one of our other dies on here from Chapter 1 to kind of decorate it as well. So those are the two that I'm going to show you, and if you want to see that then definitely keep on watching and stay tuned to the end to find out a fantastic discount code to use if you're checking out with some of the products that I've shown you guys today.
Okay guys, so this is the metal that you actually get for the celebration gift box. So this is all the dies that will come in your set. And what you need to do to start off with is you need to take the rectangle and the other two rectangles. So the empty rectangle and the slim one and then the slightly smaller one. And you're basically going to cut two of these. So two of these ones, two of these ones and one of those, okay? And that is basically going to make up the base of your box. So once you cut those out, and you can cut them from whatever colour you want, you're going to have two and two more. So you've got one there and one there, and you can already see I've got sort of red lines down the side of these ones, and this one is actually folded, so I'm going to get to that in a second. So what you want to do with the ones that have the embossed lines or the fold lines in, you obviously want to fold along those lines. So all of them are going to have tabs. So these longer ones, sorry, it's got some hair there. These longer ones have tabs on either side and then one at the base, okay? And then just this one has tabs either side. So you literally just want to fold along these. And a tip for this is using a ruler to line these up. So you can place your ruler along that fold line and you can kind of use it to guide where you need to fold. And this will just make sure you've got a nice straight line along that fold, and just press it against that line like so. So I'm just using a stainless steel metal ruler, but you could use a plastic one or whatever you've got, okay? So that just means you've got a nice straight line. So once you've got all your tabs folded down, obviously with these ones you've got some fold lines in the middle. So you've got a fold line along there and then you've got a kind of triangle shape. So if you just fold down the centre, again, you can use your ruler just to fold, and you can fold all the way down to the bottom, but if you get to the top of the triangle, and then you can do either side of the triangle and just fold inwards. So you want to create that shape, so when you press it together you can hopefully see that that is creating that triangle shape at the bottom, and then we've got that long line. Now coming on to those red sections, what I like to use to put it together boxes is double-sided tape. Now you can use glue if you want to, but I find that double-sided tape just makes sure it stays better. So this is like a very thin, fine double-sided tape, and it fits perfectly along those tab lines, okay? So I'm literally just going to measure it up. I'm going to stick that down, and then once I get to the end I can just take my scissors and trim that, okay? And again the same, so just measure that up. And you can get this kind of double-sided tape from most craft shops or craft suppliers, online, even from places like Amazon. So there's loads of places you can get this kind of stuff, but obviously you can use glue. It just takes a little bit longer because you have to hold it till it dries, and obviously then it might not always be as secure as tape. So that's why I tend to use tape. So we've got those three pieces now all taped up, and then we've got these 2 pieces. Now, before we start to put this together, I want to show you guys the little slit options. So if I just take one of these, because you only want to pop these slits in one of the rectangles, okay? So just move one to one side. And then these little pieces allow you to cut little slits into your rectangle or into your cardstock, and it means that you can then thread something through like a ribbon. So what we want to do is we want to place them so you can see, hopefully they slot perfectly together, and then they measure up perfectly with the top of the rectangle. And then we can literally just secure them with some maker's tape. And then I'm going to run that through my machine. So just tape them together, make sure everything is aligned. You could even tape along the join if you wanted to, like so. And then I'm going to run that through my machine, and I'm going to get those 2 slits on either side. So I've just popped that through my machine, and if I just take these pieces off, you'll see we have those 2 slits in the perfect location, okay? So now we can start to glue or adhere all of these pieces together. So I tend to start with the base, which is the one with just the 2 tabs, and you can see I'm just peeling off that red layer, and then I'm leaving with just clear double-sided tape. So the red actually helps figure out where we're putting it, and it's actually quite a thick tape to peel back, so hopefully it's quite easy to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure up along the bottom. Okay, and then I think I'm going to pop on a side piece while I'm here. So again, just peeling off the bottom and one side. And just aligning that. Oh. That is an advantage of using glue. You can sort of move things about as it's drying, so if it's not in perfect position, you have a little bit of wiggle room, but with tape you kind of have to be pretty precise of where you're putting it from the beginning. So we've got one side down, I'm going to pop the other side on. Again, measure that up. Just trying to give it a bend just to make sure it fits nicely. Just take a little bit of time just to align everything, but just be patient. There you go. And then this bit should be relatively easy because we've just got the rectangle to line up. Again, just give it a bit of a bend. And there you go, you've got a perfect box shape. This one obviously has the 2 slits in, but here's just an example without. So this one doesn't have either side with the slits in, and I'm going to show you how you would piece that one together. So that should fold nicely. So we've got those fold lines on either side, and then when we pinch the top together, we've got that triangle shape along each side. Okay, so that's going to be what your box kind of looks like. So obviously we need a lid or a flap over the top. So what you're going to do is cut out this section. So you can cut this section out and leave it blank, or you can pop this section inside and just make sure they're taped, so when you pop it through your machine, it all stays perfectly together. And then you can either have something that is plain that looks like this, or something that patterned that looks like that. And obviously I've already folded over and popped my tape along the top flap, okay? But what I am going to do is I'm going to pop these 2 slit sections onto the top of the pink one. And this just means I'm going to get 2 slits in the top of the pink flap. With this one, I don't want to do it because this one's going to go on the box without the slits in. So I'm just going to roll that through my machine just like that, just like we did with the rectangle, and then we'll have those 2 slits in there. Okay, and if I take that off, we have those 2 slits that should align perfectly with my 2 slits there. Okay, because of the technology, the way that those 2 dies slot together perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my flaps on both of the boxes. So again, just peeling off that layer. And what you want to do is you want to do it on the inside of the back piece, okay, because it's going to obviously go over the whole of the box. So just slot that in like so. And it means that when I fold that over along the top, it still aligns nicely and it closes up that box. And I'm going to show you how that does that in a second. So again, just do it with this one because I have it cut. Again, doesn't matter which side I'm doing it on this one because obviously I don't have slits on either side. And I do recommend sticking it on the inside, otherwise you'd see the tab on the back of your box. So stick it on the inside and that way you don't see it, okay? So once we've got that done, I just wanted to quickly decorate the front of my box. So what I've got is I've got some of the flowers cut out from the Floral Contours die, which is also in the same chapter. And I've just cut those out and I've sculpted a couple of them. So I just wanted to create just a little flower cluster down at the bottom here. So I've just stuck a couple together. And pop that in the corner about there. And I've sculpted them using the Sizzix paper sculpting kit as well, guys, just for reference. Okay, so I'm just going to slot that last one in there. And then the last thing I wanted to do is use some of the neutral sequins and beads. I'm just going to take the white ones and I'm just going to pop one of these in the centre of that flower, just so I've got a centre to cover up that hole. And there we go. So you could add so many different things to this. You could add a tag, you could add names to personalise them, so many different little things. The last thing I want to do on this one is just use some ribbon. So I'm just going to take some white ribbon and I'm going to thread it through these slits, so at the box slits. And obviously these little celebration boxes can be used for so many different things, for decorating a table, an event, as little gifts, anything like that, and you can fill them with whatever you like chocolates, treats, anything. And then once you've got that, so I'm going to slot that through the front tab. Just make sure it all aligns nicely. And again, just slot that through. And you could use whatever you want. You can use string or ribbon, anything like that. So I'm just going to fold that over. Make sure that this is nice and flat and neat. And then we're just going to tie a bow on here. So I'm just going to take it out of shot. And then once you've tied your ribbon, you can just snip off the excess. I'm wondering which way to do it. I do it this way. And there you have the perfect little gift celebration box, a celebration gift box. Look how cute that is, with the ribbon and all nice and tied up at the top, with those aligning sort of slits in the box and in the tab and the fold over section, and then we just decorated however you like. With one like that, if you're not popping those slits in, I do recommend doing it because it does help. What you want to do is just close it off however you want. You could use glue or even foam tape. Foam tape is quite a good one to use, or the double-sided tape that we used before. So if I just pop a little bit of tape down. So this is if it's not as like a reusable box, if it's just like one time kind of thing. And then we'll just place that down. And there you go. So they are just adorable, perfect for decorating any table, gifting to anybody with a few little treats inside. I think so perfect for things like Easter or even weddings, birthday parties, anything like that. They're just super cute, and they're actually really, really easy to make. Once you get the process down, I think you could make a full kind of production line of them and make loads of them and have fun decorating them however you want and changing up the colour schemes as well. So there you have it, guys. 2 beautiful celebration gift boxes using our brand new Chapter 1 dies.
Thank you for joining me today, guys, and following along on how to make this gorgeous celebration gift box. So obviously this is a brand new die from Chapter 1 2022 that is available on the website right now. So hopefully I've given you some tips and tricks on how best to construct it, and if you were curious of how it all goes together, hopefully this video has helped you heaps, and I can't wait to see your recreations of some of these gorgeous gift boxes, and you can personalise them and have a lot of fun changing up the colour schemes and the decoration on the front as well. If you guys do head on over to Sizzix website and get your hands on the celebration gift box die, or maybe any of the other products that I've mentioned today, then use my discount code Jess20 and that will give you some money off of your purchase, which is always a nice little bonus. But thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait to see your recreations of these gift boxes and any other chapter 1 dies in the near future, and I'll see you in the next one. But until then, stay safe and keep crafting. Thanks, bye.